We don't got that kind of timing.
No. I'll count.
Hey, we're the Stickels.
I'm Becca.
And I'm Jeffrey, and we are volunteers here on the worship team at the Vertical Church. We live in Welton, Arizona right now, and we moved here from upstate New York, where I'm originally from.
I came from Alabama, where he was stationed down there when he was in the military. I was Googling churches and found this place, so I decided, why not try it? And it was a really great decision. So he joined the worship team, and I followed suit right afterwards to join.
I've known from a young age growing up in church that, God calls us to give with tithing. And I knew when I struggled back in the past making ends meet, I know I always was thinking, man, this is, how am I supposed to do this? I can never make ends meet right now. So how am I supposed to give another 10% and make that, and survive off of that? But eventually I was just kind of like, all right, well, I need to kind of suck it up and do what God's telling me to do. So I just started doing it, and we kept making ends meet, even though we were given. And I was like, maybe God's saying something here. So that's kind of how it all fell into place, and led us to where we are now, and still giving and just obeying what God calls us and tells us to do. So we're gonna go ahead and give this 10%. And if we gotta, start eating hamburger helper ramen noodles, if people are inviting us to go places, it has to be a nope, sorry, we can't. It was kind of a big shift, and I knew if I didn't jump in with both feet, then it wasn't gonna happen. So just stuck with that 10% and tried nailing down, being very disciplined with that as well.
We have enough. God provided everything that we ever needed, and nothing more, nothing less kind of a thing.
We started seeing blessings pop up in other ways. Before we really started tithing, it would be like, all right, well, we saved up a little bit. Oh, well, we gotta fix the car now.
Kids got sick.
Yeah, kids got sick. Now we got to deal with that. So it just seemed like we were always getting attacked before, and then when it transitioned, we started giving and kind of surrendering that to God. It things just started working out. I think it humbles us. God calls us to give, and I think if you're gonna truly sacrifice yourself or surrender your life to God, you have to do what He calls you to do. Giving joyfully as well. I didn't want it to turn into, we got paid, so let's pay this bill of tithe. It really needed to be, hey, this first 10%, it's going to God. Pray over it and send it out. Hope it blesses other people, because that's what it's for.
I think it's important because life nowadays, it seems very obsessed with money. Like he was saying about it, it humbles you because you realize this money isn't ours. It belongs to God, and God can use it however He wants. And in turn, we get blessed from it because we're willing to listen to what He says. And even in personal lives, it improved our marriage, it improved friendships, it improved parenting. It's kind of weird how giving money can improve all these other aspects of your life that you don't realize it would affect.
I know it's real hard to get started. God's gonna make things work. He's not gonna not meet your needs. God's gonna make sure you're fed, you're clothed, you're sleeping, all that stuff. It's a step out in faith, and you're really surrendering yourself to God and just doing what He calls you to do. It might be difficult at first, but God's gonna provide everything that you need if you're doing what He calls you to do.
Just like doing anything new, it's a little scary at first. You don't always see what the plan is, and God calls us to just be bold and step out of our comfort zone. God can't provide for us if we're not willing to go out and do things that we've never done before. We took a step in boldness. We joined the worship team, we started tithing, and then a lot has been fixed and helped, and even still improving. And it's kind of incredible what tithing can do, because it seems so small in the grand scheme of things, but it's important.